Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Cypher Sistas. We've got our sister with us, Rachel Selah. How are you doing this evening, ma'am?
Hey Malika, I'm good. Hi everyone. Welcome to Cypher Sisters. Welcome to season 2, episode 2.
Hey,
Damn, we doing it.
we doing it consistently every week.
We're so happy that you guys could join us. And this week we got some hot topics for y'all. But before we get into that, Malika, what you smoking now?
I think this is some baby Yoda. Yeah.
So I have this. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a king palm leaf, and it has a flavored tip in it, and you just, I don't know if y'all could hear it, but you pop it. Hold on. There we go. Did y'all hear it?
Not really, but we understood when you said you could pop it.
So you pop it, and then the flavoring is in the tip. And my strains, I actually did a mix this week. I had a little bit of 777 OG left, and then I had 2 strains that I'm enjoying this week. Dark gelato. It's a mixture of black cherry funk and acai strain. It's a hybrid, of course, a 60-40 split, 60 indica, 40 sativa. And I'm supposed to do, uplifting, euphoria, all that good stuff. And then I also have vanilla cake.
All right.
This one is really good because it has CBG in it also, in addition to THC. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a hybrid of East Coast Sour Diesel and Sunday Brunch. It's a 50-50 hybrid.
Sounds delish, my dear.
And y'all remember 777 OG from last week. So
yeah. That's what's up, honey. That's what's up. So how you been this week?
I can't complain. Week's been productive. I had to fix my calendar. I don't know if y'all know about micro scheduling.
No.
It's a way to do your calendar up to the minute. So excuse me. My day is broken down into like 30-minute increments. And that's how I'm able to, I'm going to see how I could streamline myself. I'm trying to be way more productive, even more than I was last year.
So I'm having technical difficulties here at home. So yeah, I don't know what the heck is happening. I think my Wi-Fi is starting to fade. So let me do something.
Well, you here?
Huh? Yeah, I can still hear you, honey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your Wi-Fi isn't that. So.
Yeah. I know. You still hear me while this is going down?
I can hear you, yeah.
All right, cool. Because I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss a thing. Hey. So, yeah, man. A lot's been going on in my week. I'm up north, so I'm hanging out with the fam. Bam. And, yeah. So that's wonderful.
Is your camera going to come back on?
It is. It will. It is. And it will.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working it, man. I'm working it.
I know you are. I ain't mad at you. Excuse me, everyone. Ooh. This is some good.
It sounds like the good. It sounds like amazing good. So yeah, I'm about it. I am definitely okay. I think I got it, man. I apologize to everybody for this because it's crazy. You all right over there?
Oh yeah. It's time for a little refresher.
Girl, I was over here getting cramps and all types of stuff. I don't know what the heck was happening.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man, it's been crazy. Very crazy.
So my refresher is honey, lemon, and passion fruit seltzer.
Okay, that's what's up.
It's so good.
It sounds delish, honey. It definitely sounds delish. So that's what's up, man. That is what's up. Okay, come on.
Come back soon on the camera.
Huh?
I said I hope you come back on the camera soon.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. All right.
Because I look crazy.
Huh? There we go. It still blinked a little bit. I think I'm good to go, though. I apologize to everybody for these tech decks. So, yeah, man.
It's okay. What happens
when you're working out of a closet and the dog's house next to the laundry room, man?
Yes. That's definitely what happens.
So
the things we have to do to make it happen.
Yes, man, and we're faithful to you guys, and we like having you guys around. So, yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, so I'll go through a couple of things that are happening in legal, right? So, Wisconsin's Republican Senate Majority Leader says his caucus is getting pretty close to supporting medicinal cannabis legislation. So shout out to Wisconsin. Come on board. It's about time. It's about time. You states out there that are not supporting medicinal or recreational cannabis, you realize people gonna do it anyway, right? And I mean, busting people and putting them away for the rest of their life for some marijuana is just some bullshit.
For the state.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I was saying it's a stupid move not to legalize it for the monetary purposes of for the state.
Yeah.
Did you see what state was it? I think it was Illinois.
Uh-huh.
They did billions.
They did.
So in sales. Okay, billions.
Well,
we're not talking about millions. We're talking about billions.
So, no, wait, because I got the article here. So it says the Illinois announced that the retailers in their state sold $143 million.
That's not the state I'm talking about.
You said Illinois. Well, no matter. No. But Illinois.
No, I know what you're saying. It was another state that has legalized cannabis, and their state sales was in the billions. I think that's Massachusetts. Yeah, I think I mentioned that maybe last week or the week before, but I think that's Massachusetts. But even $143 million in tax exactly. That's not Trump change. That's in cannabis alone. That's not Trump change, and the taxes going back into the state, like it's a win-win. It's insane for me. Like the amount of taxes that you can get back because everybody is gonna buy their weed. They're gonna find a way to
pot smokers will smoke. Right? So there you have it. And what else was I getting to? I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought for a minute.
About that. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, a Missouri rep says that he reworked to legalize psychedelic therapy for 2023. So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of reports about this all over the country. If you happen to live in one of these states, just follow the research and be abreast of the laws and things that are happening in your state so that you can do safe things. You know, yep. Nobody wants to end up in jail for a dime bag anymore. And a lot of states are starting to expunge their records. And I know they don't sell dime bags anymore. An eighth is what we do now. But like
some of the head shops definitely be selling the dime bags and
a dime bag.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Back to the dime bag. That's where it's at. So Washington state lawmakers will consider whether to decriminalize drug possession or extend penalties. This session ahead of the expiration of a temporary law enacted 2 years ago in the wake of the state Supreme Court decision that struck down criminalization. So, follow up in Washington, see what the hell's going on. Maine's U.S. attorney is promoting an event, The Dangers High Potency Marijuana Poses to Youth, on Monday. Fuck you, Mr. Maine. Yeah, for real, right?
Okay, to be fair, I understand why they want to do that, because it's to youth. It's not to adults, and it's not to...
Wait, we couldn't hear you. There was a lot going on.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not... I was saying that I hear you, and I agree with you as far as like fear-mongering and reefer madness, but there is some type of like... There's something to be said about responsibly
consuming, yeah,
especially in regards to minors and younger.
That's true. I mean, no minor should be
older teen.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that comes to what we're going to talk about tonight, which is parenting. No minor should be doing that anyway. So, like, if you are a minor and you have access to marijuana, you need to talk to your parents about that before you use it, man. Because you could end up in the...
I don't know what Malika was gonna say.
I'm like, dang. No, everybody wants to call me right now. And there's a lot going on. Yeah.
It's like they don't know that we've been doing this for weeks now.
Yeah, they don't. They don't. And since I'm up north and most of my friends are here, everybody's like, "Hey, come hang out with me," and I'm like, "I want to, but I got other shit to do." So,
Tell them.
jump on in. So we were talking about the parenting and the hot topics. So when we started
No,
with
we were still talking about.
well, I'm done with that. So yep.
Okay, so before we get into parenting, we could just talk about like really quickly the article about the teacher ODing on fentanyl in front of his students.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
Like, the first thing I thought was like, what the hell is going on? Ouch. I don't
crazy.
remember my teachers being heroin and I don't remember my teachers being like out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was taught by like responsible adults who kept their personal lives personal, like not getting high on fentanyl before they come teach us. Like,
but
what is going on?
What if they didn't know it was fentanyl? What if their weed was laced? I mean, we don't really know all the details.
It wasn't cannabis. He had contraband in his classroom closet. They found it. They're charging
in the closet. What state was
like
this in?
He got high right before the class, essentially.
This was New Jersey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is disgusting. Teachers, you got to do better, man. You got to do better. But, you know, I understand you're dealing with some badass kids.
We got to do better for the teachers, too. You know what I'm saying?
As
it's
parents,
one of the most thankless professions outside of being a parent, especially a mother. Like, teachers don't get no respect, no consideration. Like, I feel for teachers, really, I do, because they're doing the brunt of the work.
They are.
They're
teaching your dumbass kid.
Thank you. And they're forming tomorrow's minds. And it's like, we need to do better for them. We need to give them better pay. We need to give them more benefits. We need to support them when they're sending notes home and talking to us about how our children behave.
Exactly.
And like, it's insane. And that, once again, we'll just go back to parenting. And before we get into parenting, what did you think about Skip Bayless' rude ass tweet about that man?
Fuck Skip Bayless.
Collapsing on
Fire Skip Bayless and fuck him, like every other NFL player has said. Fire and fuck him. You know what I'm saying? He's a piece of shit. He cared about the game so much more than he did the boy, the young man that was 24 years old, lying on that fucking field. He's
not only that, about the players on the team who was crying their eyes out because they was traumatized from seeing.
So he came for the players too?
No, him just saying what he said was disrespectful to the team, the players. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Skip Bayless, he is very problematic, if you ask me. Cause he be saying some off the cuff shit, but because he's like not as accessible as your Shannon Thorpe, that's what his name is, Shannon Sharp. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or even though I cannot stand Stephen A. Smith, I just want him to zip his lip and stop talking. But you know what I'm saying?
He's
like,
funny to me. He
is not
funny to grow on me after a while.
He is not funny to me. He never been funny to me. He never been interesting to me. I cannot stand Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah. Facts.
Oh my God. Facts. He's like, he just talks a whole bunch of smack with a high vocabulary, so people think he's like a magically intelligent Negro, but like, he's basic as fuck, bro. Like, he's basic and his opinions are basic, and everybody just.
I mean, but a black man in his bag is never gonna piss me off. So I mean, I said a black man getting his bag in today's day and age will never piss me off.
It will piss me off.
Yeah, I feel like you've been on the bottom for so long.
If you don't have integrity, and if you come after other integrity,
he ain't lied about nothing.
He doesn't have any integrity. He coming after people for their own stance. How he did Kyrie Irving that mad dirty like that? Yeah, he came for. I don't got no love. Get out.
But we're allowed, people are allowed to have opinions. I'm not going to knock his freedom of speech. We got ours here. Yeah, man. You still with us, Rachel?
I'm still here. Technical difficulties. Bear with me for one moment.
All right. So yeah, man. back to what I forgot my train of thought. But we were talking about the hot topics, and yeah, man. I am so sorry, everybody. We're both having these technical difficulties.
I'm a busy mother. Okay, guys. Hey, Establishing 87. Hey, Facebook user. Teachers are raising our kids. Yeah, but we can't see your name. So put your name under Facebook user. Sorry, but thank you for coming and supporting. So we were talking about Stephen A. Smith, but
but before that, we were talking about something else.
Skip Bayless, the football player who passed out on the field, and Skip Bayless being complete sensitive.
Yeah, but we're glad to see that DeMar Hamlin is doing well. I was praying for you, brother. I was tweeting all about you. And you know, and I was shutting down some haters, including Skip Bayless with his punk ass. But yeah, man, that was crazy. Having a heart attack at 24 on the field is just not cool. I don't know if this means you're coming back or hey Takesha, that's what's up, Stab. Thanks for coming with us, brother.
Put y'all strain on in the chat so we can know what y'all smoking on. Sorry.
Nope, go ahead.
I'm done. Go ahead.
Oh, I lost my train of thought again.
You were saying that you were praying for DeMar.
Yeah, and all that good stuff.
That's what's up. Because, you know, we do have to focus on him getting better. And that's one of the biggest things for me when it comes to football. Like, it kind of, like, just, it's giving slavery auction block a lot. It's giving
all sports
gladiators. And that's why I never get into
all
the
sports. Are.
That's why
because it's African American dominated. You know what I'm saying? Or black dominated. And so, yeah, we're always going to be slaves in their eyes. And it's a damn shame. I was reading how this Virginia Tech, former Virginia Tech student, Houston, some other, I don't even think her name is mentionable on here, but refused to participate with the team when they did the Black Lives Matter. Fuck you, Kirsten. And she sued the school and got $100,000 for it. She should have just stayed in the locker room.
Wow.
You know, and the dumbest part about it is these people think that Black Lives Matter is a way of disrespecting the flag. No, we want to save our kids. We want to save our men. We want to save our lives. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the police brutality and all that bad shit that's been going down that needs to be recognized. White folk ain't getting killed like black folk. White folk ain't incarcerated like black folk. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a black or white thing, but it's plain as day that there's a disparity between the two of us.
I mean, always in every arena.
It's just always sad
like that. It goes without saying.
Hey, the passion orange guava, huh?
Yeah. Oh,
thanks to Keisha. That sounds pretty good.
We gotta look that one up.
Establish what you smoking on. I know you got something around.
So
you're smoking on it later when you get home. Let us know.
Excuse me.
Him passing out was just sad, man. And you're right, it gives auction block.
And that's one of the biggest things that keep me from watching football, honestly. Like, I can't get with the lack of care for these people. Yes, I understand they're getting paid, but they're not even the highest paid sport. Baseball, basketball, soccer. Those athletes are making more than football players, and the football players are risking their life and limb for our entertainment. And that's cool. And it bothers me like slightly, and that back here prevents me from enjoying it. That's all. I just, like, if I had been watching the game where that guy passed out, I probably wouldn't watch football again after that, if I'm being honest with you.
So I was watching. I saw it happen because I'm an avid football fan. I love football. I think that there are some things that they can change within the NFL in order to correct that. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, for instance, the players don't have lifelong insurance. I think for a game like that, you guys, the NFL, Roger Goodell, need to provide that for these gentlemen, you know, and not leave the burden on them. I appreciate the fact that the sports have now implemented like financial guidance and things like that so that some of these kids have money when they retire. But you can't expect them to live the lavish lifestyle that you put them in and still pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for insurance and things like that because they come beat up and damaged from you. You know what I'm saying? And these kids are suffering injuries at young ages. These people are getting surgeries all the freaking time. And so it's just like, Tua, I love you, kid, but I hope you don't come back. I really don't want you back. The next hit will probably, it may kill you.
I mean, cardiac arrest and concussion.
No, that's DeMar Hamlin. Tua Tagovailoa plays for the Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
And he suffered 2 concussions back to back. They say his third concussion may hurt him.
And is it worth it? Like, is it worth it? But they love it so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it.
They've been playing these
my
games
little cousin,
since 5.
Exactly. My little cousin been playing football. His dad used to be a professional football player, and now he plays for Alabama. And I watched him and his mom and his dad. Like, he been doing it since he was a little youngin', and he's amazing.
Yeah, and we're talking top skill level athletes.
Exactly.
Because there are only 32 teams in the league, and there's probably about 1,500 players around the league. Period. You know, at any given time.
Well, he's in college, so he plays for. I don't know if Alabama has a real professional team.
No, Alabama is University of Alabama. Yeah, and they actually are a decent football team. Nick Saban, he's doing his thing down there. So, they didn't make it to the championship. Right now, Georgia's playing TCU, so we'll see what happens with that.
I don't know nothing about that, but yeah.
Everybody else knows.
You wasted that on me. I don't know nothing about that.
That's all right. Other people watch football too.
The only reason I know Alabama got a college team is because of my little cousin.
See?
Okay.
And the thing about it is there are so many fans. I mean, you think like,
yeah,
hundreds of thousands of people out there are football fans,
right? So, roll bounce, roll tide.
That's Alabama. Roll tide.
Exactly.
yeah.
How do I know that? Once again, little cuz.
Yeah, Crimson, the elephant. Yeah. All of that.
So, on another note, we're about to talk about something like that happened this week that I just I cannot even understand how it happened, to be honest with you. And I've just been doing a whole bunch of research, going down the rabbit hole, and the questions that come to my mind. So I'm talking about the 6-year-old who shot his teacher
in Newport News, Virginia.
Yeah,
at Rich Neck Elementary.
Exactly.
And we hope she has a speedy recovery. She's not dead yet.
Yeah. So hopefully he doesn't die because, he is 6 years old.
Well, the reason I was saying I hope she's not dead yet is because it seems to be circling around that she died. So we want to clarify that she's not dead yet.
Okay.
But
and I hope she doesn't die.
And I hope she doesn't die. Jeez, I hope it's not a yet. I hope it's just she recovers and she goes back to her family and everything is cool. But how do you as a teacher get back on that damn?
Not only that, this child, what is his life going to look like for the rest? I don't even know if it was a boy or a girl. I don't know because they don't really give any identifying information.
As they should for juveniles.
Yeah, exactly.
I appreciate that.
But how will this child recover? How do you come back? You know what I'm saying? Like a 6-year-old doesn't understand the repercussions of, especially in today's society with Grand Theft Auto, with all these video games where
Call of Duty
and they come back to life. You know what I'm saying? Like a child don't understand that type of permanence or the consequences of that of something. So you know what I mean? The brother
how did the child get the gun to begin with?
Agree.
He came to school with bullets the week before. Said he was going to bring a weapon to school. Yeah, he did that. He did all of that. He came to school with bullets the week before, and told them he was bringing a weapon to school. Wow. And they brushed it off and said it was a Nerf gun. That's what the principal said. That's what came from the principal. They were real bullets. There are no silver
in the school.
Yeah, so the school's responsible for this
because the little boy told her.
The little boy told him, and who knows how much he told his parents. You know what I'm saying? And there's a responsibility on the parents' hands. I hold that teacher's injury on the parents' head. They should be accountable because this child was 6 years old. He shouldn't have had access to the fucking gun anyway.
To gun, to ammo, to none of it. How he
To
know
none
how
of
to
that.
load a gun?
Yeah. Like, I don't think a kid is responsible until they're a little bit older. Now, granted, I took my child to go learn how to shoot a gun at 9.
Right, but not 6.
But not
No,
6.
5.
Or 5. And it wasn't a shotgun. It was a handgun. You know what I'm saying? So
wait a minute.
So
he bought it was a shotgun?
No, I said it was not a shotgun.
No, I'm talking about a little one.
That's what I'm talking about. It was not
handgun?
a shotgun.
Oh, okay.
He bought a handgun.
Okay.
Yeah. So he bought a handgun.
I was about to be like, oh, he meditated. Okay.
No. Because a lot of kids go hunting with their parents and they start them pretty young.
That's true.
And so I'm cool with that. I'm cool with, you figure out how mature your child is. Obviously, this 6-year-old wasn't mature enough to be knowing how to use a handgun. So I'm a little salty at his parents for that. And, but then at the end of the day, you remember the 10-year-old that shot his mom and killed his mom because she wouldn't buy him an Oculus.
Oh.
Yeah. So he shot and killed his mom.
Was there more than one of these? Because I saw one where the kid wouldn't, because his mom took his phone away from him.
Yeah. So this kid wanted an Oculus, right? And he asked his mom to order this Oculus. She said no. He shot and killed her and then went and the little son of a bitch ordered the thing anyway. When the cops came, he was looking for his package. Yeah. And this happened a few weeks back. So these children are getting access to these weapons that they shouldn't have. And you parents should be accountable. You parents should really be accountable. There are such things as lock boxes. Hell, get a safe. Put it in the safe. You can find a cheap one at Walmart for $25. It is your responsibility to take care of your handguns. These guns and these bullets should not be in possession of children. Point blank, period. They shouldn't know what your shit is. They should not know.
For real, though.
And unfortunately, the mom learned the hard way. She could have had her shit locked up too. That's a fucked up way to learn.
It is. And also, it's like making me ask the bigger question of what the hell is going on with, like, almost like humanity. Like, the fact that people got no care or value for life, like from such a young age, to be 14 and be like, where did it click in your mind to kill your mom over some craziness? No,
he was 10.
Even worse.
Yeah, he was 10. He shouldn't have had it. He shouldn't have had access to the freaking gun. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. As a gun owner, you have to take the responsibility of your weapon. If your weapon is used, I don't care about a 17-year-old. Look, your kid should not be taking your guns. All of these mass shootings at schools and stuff, these kids shouldn't have had access. They shouldn't have fucking had access. And don't play no games. Your parents know your kids is a little off the rocker. You know.
Yeah.
You fucking know. You know how your kid is. If you pay attention and if you're a parent. If you're not a parent, stop fucking having kids. All right, I'm done on my rant.
No, you're absolutely right, Malika. Parenting, and that's what we're talking about today. Parenting. Because it needs to be said. Parenting a child is a privilege. It is not a right. Nope. It's a privilege. And if you don't see it as that, then that's where everything falls the hell off. If you feel like it's a burden, or you know what I'm saying, you got the wrong approach, and you're gonna F the person up that you're taking care of, and you're gonna F yourself up continuously. Exactly. Like, it doesn't make sense to view parenting from the lens of it being a burden. Like,
people,
I can't.
I mean, you brought a whole child into the world. That child was created by you. Okay. Somebody that at the moment you cared about. You cared enough about her not to wear a condom.
Okay.
And you cared enough about him not to be on BC. Or abstaining or using NBC comes in many ways, right? you don't have to always take drugs to be on BC.
Birth control. I don't know why she's abbreviating it.
Everybody knows what that is, right? Did somebody ask?
You say in BC.
Birth control. Yeah, I'm talking about having sex and having children. I mean, it just makes sense. But yeah.
You didn't finish your point. You said, but yeah.
Oh yeah, you cut me off. I done lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry. I gotta stop doing that to her, y'all. Between her smoking and her infusions when she comes to the show, I cannot.
I actually didn't even bring any infusions, but I do suffer from short-term memory.
You do.
And yeah.
So let's talk about it. Let's just get into it. We can't speak from a father's perspective, but we can speak from a mother's perspective. So let's talk about being a new mother, right?
Okay.
Because I think the experience that you have as a new mother, like when you first have your baby, and a new mother you're a new mother every single time that you have a child. Let's keep it a being. I can say that because I've had 6 children. And every single time I had a child, I was a new mom because I wasn't that child's mother who just got added to the group.
Yep.
Before. Now I'm newly a mother of whatever number, right? When I had my last one, it was newly a mom of 6. The experience that I had in those foundational periods definitely informed how I parented my children. Because I'll say for my first child, I had severe postpartum depression, like for like 2 years, excuse me. Because I had a terrible, traumatic experience giving birth to my child. And then I was young, uninformed. All of my friends were not having children. So it was very isolating and very lonely. And, of course, you try to reconcile the person you were before the child to the person you are now. And that's like all that is going on.
Yeah, you're still ebbing and flowing.
Exactly.
Growing. Yeah.
Exactly. And so for me, I had a tough time navigating those first 3-4 years of motherhood with my first child. Like, we always laugh about this, he and I. We'd be like, we grew up together, didn't we? Like, you know what I mean? Because that's how it felt. Like I had a speed grow up when it came to him because, you know what I'm saying? Like with all people, I came with all my trauma and walls and emotional issues. You can't have emotional immaturity and parent. Those don't go together. Nope. You're gonna have to grow the hell up. And that's what happened to me. You feel me? But I feel like that pivotal switch doesn't happen to a lot of people.
True.
It doesn't happen to a lot of people. I don't know what it is, but I watch those moments like where everybody becomes a new parent. I love it. It's my favorite thing to watch when people first have a child. Watching them, either they're going to thrive and they're just going to kick in to gear and like you see them become this like amazing go-getter, or the opposite of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to think back. I mean, my daughter's like 20 in her early 20s. So I'm trying to think back. I don't even remember if I had postpartum depression. I really don't remember.
Too busy.
Yeah, I was just too busy to do it.
Too damn busy.
Yeah.
If you did, I couldn't tell because you was too damn busy.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. I was just running around and I was in the midst of life and being a new wife, and it was go, 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 go.
Yeah, you was too damn busy. If you did, I really don't know.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember going through it because I didn't have the time. Shit. And that's back in the day. But
that's real.
Yeah.
That's
just
real.
Didn't have the time.
Not even having the time to evaluate how you're feeling. You just gotta, it's like whiplash. You can't catch your breath, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's even worse. But you still managed to rise to the occasion and raise a beautiful young woman who I'm very proud to say is my family. Okay. So
she is pretty dope, isn't she?
She is. She's super awesome. We over here just.
And she's turning out to be a great mom.
Yeah, she is. It's so beautiful to see, especially like just watching her and remembering her as a teenager, remembering her as a preteen, and it's like, oh my goodness, she's such a beautiful young woman. It's so beautiful, and that's the joy. It's like one of the biggest, exactly,
man. Because
exactly.
At first, I didn't think she was listening to shit I was saying. I really didn't. She was like, I'd see her doing things now, and she's like, "Yeah, Mom, I was listening." Duh. I was like, I didn't know that.
That gives me some hope. That gives me some hope.
Yeah. She was listening. She implemented a lot of what I told her. Almost down to the T. But yeah.
That's my girl. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy.
Because I didn't know. I didn't know for a minute. But, Virgo, Leo, both alpha females with a Gemini to pull in the middle.
Yeah. That was a combo for real.
Woo, we were. And I'm sorry, ma'am, I cut you off.
No, you good. You good. I mean, this topic is such a heavy topic for us, as far as like, let's try to talk about something a little. Let's talk about motherhood and cannabis.
Oh,
right.
Bring it back around.
You don't. Luckily for you, you don't have any younger kids in your house. But I will say, like for me, it helps me stay present and not zone out when they're starting to get on my nerves.
It happens all. I mean, we say we good parents. That don't mean everybody's like happy, snappy all the time.
Okay. It makes it way easier for me to access like that inner child in me, so we could play and like have a lot of playtime and fun and jokes, and you know what I'm saying. What else?
And you know what else? It builds that relationship at the same time. You know what I mean? Like I know your kids adore you. All of them. All of them love you. Even I even see it when you take pictures with your oldest son. Like, I see the smile on his face that he's in your presence. It's just a beautiful thing. It just translates so well. Aww. And you have such a beautiful family. It just translates all through. It translates through the kids. Because the way they love to annoy each other, but they love each other at the same time. And it's just, it's a wonderful thing. And it's not big brother, little sister, or big sister, little brother if I don't get to mess with you a little bit. So, yeah, man, it's beautiful. It's truly beautiful. So what she says is all true. It's no sugarcoating. Ain't nobody trying to be like, hey, I'm the bomb. No, she really is the bomb. She's the bomb.mom. And she don't say much about herself. So I'm going to brag for her.
Oh, my goodness. You're cracking me up right now. Thank you. That's so sweet of you to say. You know what it is? I feel like when it comes to that type of stuff, when you hear your kids brag, that's when you really know. You know what I'm saying? That you really did the thing.
Yeah.
That's when I'll really believe that I'm a good mom. When I hear my kids say, "Oh, Mom, you're the best," I'm like,
I don't think she's called me the best yet because she got to keep me in my place. But she does remind me that I was.
You know what? I'm gonna say that she knows your love language.
Yeah, she does.
Okay, and she knows exactly how to deal with you the way that you need to be dealt with.
Well, sometimes I think she's the mom. Like, hold up. I was here before you. At least you are a little more cool about that. I think my mom gets mad at me sometimes. Yeah. It'd be like, you try to boss me around? Yeah, for real. And I mean, as a Virgo, it's kind of in our nature to take over and kind of be bossy. So I think, it sometimes, even with my own mom, I think I've told her things I've recommended for her when I should just shut the fuck up and stay in my lane. But, I mean, it's me. But when I say things like that, I say it out of love. I say it out of trying to help. It's not trying to harm ever. I never try to harm anybody. So, but cannabis and parenting, you went there. I cut you off. Let's go back there. I can't hear you, man.
My bad.
Oh,
You could speak to cannabis and being a glamour.
Okay. So, it actually helps me keep up with my young dude. You know what I mean? And I find that having cannabis, because with my daughter, I didn't smoke. I just didn't smoke because, you know, I was all about business then. I was about my paycheck. So it was a big fucking deal. I'm still about my paycheck, but back then it was a little more, you know, I wasn't moving left or right to anything. I'm a straight and narrow, right down the line person.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. And so I think as I started to smoke cannabis, I got a little freer in myself and in my mind, you know, and it helped me appreciate life a lot more, you know, because I slow down now to smell the roses. Before I was like, go, 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 go. I mean, there were months that I may have been home 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Because I was always on the road. I was on the go. I was making money because I knew that in order to take care of my daughter, that was my priority.
Yeah.
So I was cool with that. But now I slow down and being a glamour with cannabis, I get to enjoy him a lot more. I get because I'm slowed down in life. You know what I mean? They'll say, "Nah, come check this out," and I'll walk with him, and I got the time for him. Or I realize what's more important in life, and so I take the time for him. And I think, you know, now that I use it to treat my anxiety and my depression, I think that I'm no longer as anxious as I used to be. You know, I slow down a little bit more. I may even be considered lazy in some realms, but but that's where I am.
And I don't know those places, but
huh?
I said I don't know those places. Lazy, you never.
Yeah, but you know, I slowed down a lot. I slowed down a lot more, and I'm enjoying life a lot more. Like I think now I'm living my best life, and I'm living the best years of my life. And you know, it's quiet uptown. You know, where I live, it's quiet, and I like that, man. I like to go outside and kind of deal with like the sorry about that, and deal with like the animals and stuff. You know, I get to bird watch and appreciate. Hey, there's a cardinal. Oh shit, that's a blue jay.
You take it over for me because now I'm working all the time and I can't bird watch. Remember last year I got my binoculars for my birthday for bird watching. I bird watched twice last year.
See.
But we saw a falcon in my backyard.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was so cool.
Awesome.
It climbed, like it was on top of my gazebo, then it went down into the yard. I guess it was looking for some squirrels or something, but it was pretty cool.
Awesome.
All right, when it comes to bird watching, I'm a super nerd. You guys,
I love bird watching. I like watching. I think on some level we're both nerdy. Like, yeah, I think
on every level, I know I'm a super blurred.
Oh yeah. I'm a nerd when it comes to certain things too. Like you ask me anything about Black history, and I can pretty much tell you, because I'm watching movies, I'm checking out videos, It's just my passion. It's just something I love, and I like, you know, reading. I love to read. Music.
Finish the book.
Music is my life. Not yet, but I'm close to the end.
I can't wait to see what you think of it fully. Is it worth the read?
It is worth the read.
Yeah,
it's an easy read. It's an easy page turner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't start that Emily Post granddaughter without me though.
All right, cool. I will wait.
I want to.
And that book is called Higher Etiquette by Emily Post.
If anybody wants to join us in reading that book, let us know.
Yeah. Or I mean, if anybody wants to join us in the one that my sister got me, that'd be cool too.
I forgot what it's called. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Women in cannabis.
You sure?
You know what? I got it in here. Now you're gonna make me go and get it.
I don't think it's called Women in Cannabis.
It's something about introduction to women, intro to women in cannabis, or something like that.
Woman's Guide to Weed, or Woman's Guide to Cannabis.
Woman's Guide to Cannabis. That's it.
Okay, because the book cover for that one is kind of similar to another book called Weed Mom.
Oh.
So when I think of them, I always mix their names
Their
up.
names up. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But Woman in Cannabis is a great one. It starts from everything. It covers every aspect of smoking, down to your accessories, down to how to deal in the dispensary, how to interact with your weed product, like all of that stuff. All of that stuff.
I'm definitely gonna pull it. You should pull it out and read us. I'm curious. How do you interact with your weed plug? I gotta hear it.
I gotta check that one out again too. But I mean, it's amazing, man. It's
I'm
amazing.
gonna get. I think we should get the Emily Post book. I mean, Emily Post granddaughter's book and read from it. Etiquette points from it for everyone.
Yes, I would love that. I would love that. And the name of that is called Higher Etiquette, and it's by Emily Post, who is
it's her granddaughter.
It's by Lily Post.
Lily
Post. Emily Post's granddaughter. Yeah, or Lizzie Post.
And that's so awesome that they're giving etiquette for cannabis users. I'm very intrigued. I must say.
Yeah, because Emily Post, like every bride or everybody that's ever gotten married has seen
that's what I'm saying.
At one point in time. And Emily Post's etiquette book, like every bride.
I have your copy.
Exactly. So and I've had that copy for 20 years. Yeah. And after that, I need you to pass it down to my kid.
I know, I got you. It's right there with all my books. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Yes, Lord. And then she can pass it back to your girls.
Yeah, I know, right?
It just be the family copy. We just pass it back and forth. And then it'll come back to my granddaughter in the end.
Mm-hmm.
But that's so cute. It's a classic. It's Emily Post's Guide to Etiquette, and it just talks about weddings and everything etiquette. And so it's amazing to see that her I think it's her foundation or her it's her publication house or her foundation or something along those lines has realized the importance of cannabis use and has realized the importance of like how to throw a canna party and things like that. It just
I'm excited.
All types of things.
So can we just circle back to something?
Yes, ma'am.
Which is etiquette. I feel like the importance of etiquette is just going out of the window. And
I demand that. I
hate that. Because if etiquette was still prevalent and still the standard, some of the things that happen wouldn't happen. Like this young lady, her name is Glorilla, and yes, you can see my age because I'm gonna say young lady because
you don't want to associate with her gender group. I mean not her gender group, but her age group, like traditional.
Yes, because not her saying that she wears darker color underwear, and this was I seen this a while back. And I was
I don't even want to know why she wears darker color.
But then I saw someone repost it and it just came back to me because I was like, are you serious? Because this is the example you're setting for young ladies. My daughters, I have 3 daughters who are coming up behind this child because when I say what she's saying, only a child would think like this, not a grown woman. But she's saying other grown women agree with her, and I'm thrown. So she basically saying that she wear dark colored underwear because she got to cover up for the random skid marks that be popping up on her underwear.
She said, "What? She got to come up on
to cover up the random skid marks that be popping up on her underwear."
This disgusting bitch.
Okay. And she goes on to say,
I mean, but that shit itches.
Hold on.
Ew.
She goes on to say that all the girlies know what she's talking about. It happens to a lot of girls. And I was like, oh, hell
no, sweetheart, you need to be checked. You need to go get checked. Why is your rectum so loose?
Who didn't tell you how to wipe your ass?
Well, why is your rectum so loose where you just squirting?
Or she just was not wiping her ass properly.
Yeah, and I hope it's not wiping your ass, man. Because you can't be sticking up the big ones up your butt. Come on now.
Because, but if you're not wiping your ass, man.
Yeah, like, and you know how you don't, you didn't wipe your ass? Because it itches. It fucking itches. Just get up and go wash
The rule of thumb that I tell my children: if the tissue doesn't come back white, then you're not done.
Yes, and that's facts.
Okay.
And I like wipes for that purpose.
And exactly.
And I also have a bidet.
We do use wet wipes in our house, but I'm exactly what I'm saying. If it don't come back white, you're not done.
Yes.
Don't you get up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's why I love a bidet, man. I love a bidet.
I know.
I miss my
but
bidet.
I guess Gorilla don't got a bidet.
Gorilla, you need to go get you a bidet, girl.
She either she don't got a bidet or she got the loose caboose, like you said.
Yeah.
And then she needs to still keep that to herself, because if she
not
had any class or
etiquette,
young ladies, she would not have shared that tidbit.
That's just classless.
Thank you.
But that's her parents' fault. They raised a tacky ass broad.
Because
that's how that relates to parenting. That's just parenting. Bad parenting. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Come on, y'all. And y'all can't just be like, hey, well, the kid just did what the fuck they wanted to do. Nah. You know what? Sometimes you got to put your paws on them.
Well, we got 10 minutes left. So then I guess you're not considering your parenting style gentle parenting?
No, because I'm going to tell you, my daughter can count, or she can't even count up to how many times on one hand that I put my paws on her or her dad throughout her life. I believe in gentle parenting. I believe in, but there are certain things like, if you're about to lose your life and you did something stupid and I asked you not to do it several times, I may have to put my paws on you. So you understand this is honest to God, real shit. Like, I ain't fucking around here. Like, for instance, she used to run across this big highway to get to the food line. I had to put my paws on her because I told her several times, don't run across that highway. You're too young. If you gotta go, at least go to the light, baby. But don't run across the highway. Because back then, there used to be, and people do it all the time now. Mm-hmm. There have been more than 5 fatalities, and I would guarantee to say it's probably been like 20 to 30 now. And I've lived, and I've had this place for about 20 years. But the sad part about it is, that's something important. I need you to get this through your freaking skull. Yeah. That you are not to do this anymore. It's not safe.
Yeah.
And so for things like that, yes, I put my paws on it. You're daggone right.
So for anyone who doesn't know what gentle parenting is, it's just, a conscientious type of parenting where you respect and set boundaries. You use understanding, meaning when your child asks you a question, you don't because I say so them, but you explain it to them calmly. You don't discipline from anger. So, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I didn't hit her as much.
Exactly.
Because I know I get angry and I know my limits, and she's my baby. I didn't want to hurt her.
Exactly. And that's the difference between abuse and discipline. It's coming from a clear mind. You know what I'm saying? Where you're like, okay, well, this is the consequences of your actions. It's not coming from the passion of your fear and your anger. Yeah. And because it is a scary thing for your child to be doing something that's gonna harm them, and it's something that you already told their little goofy ass
several times.
Okay,
several times. It wasn't just one time. I mean, I said it several times, and then I would catch her. I'd come home early, and then bam, what the fuck you doing over here?
But that's the Most High loving her enough to keep her safe. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and that's grace, and that's why we have to remember He's giving us grace. We got to give them grace. And that's where that gentle parenting comes in. I'm 100% a gentle parenter. Yes, I do discipline my children. Oh yeah. They know not to mess.
But there are creative ways of disciplining as well. And I think I use a lot of those methods. Like, I mean, they may have seemed like torture or so. But yes, I would make her write sentences over and over and over and over again. I'd make her stand in the corner and hold books over her head until, and she'd have a short amount of time. I'd make her sit on the wall, and sit up. You're building your muscles at the same time. I'm helping you out.
My son
was really pissed me off, and I don't want to touch you. Yeah.
Push-ups on your knuckles. I'm like, oh, you big stuff? Knuckle push-ups.
Knuckle push-ups.
This is he in line right away.
But I will tell you the punishment that she continues to remind me of is the time I made her eat ramen noodles without the packet.
I'm done. Not the seasoning.
Yeah, the seasoning was gone.
Seasoning.
She was
you
so
just made her eat warm noodles and water. Oh,
yep.
No butter.
No, nothing. Don't put nothing in that shit. Gonna act like a white person. I'm gonna treat you like one. We got to do different. As people of color, we got to do different.
Abuse.
Yeah, that's what she said. That's what she said. But did I put my paws on her? Was she severely hurt in the long run?
Basically, you made her eat cardboard with water. I'm done.
Hey,
I am done.
Creative parenting.
That was very creative. I like that one. I'm definitely gonna put that in my arsenal.
Hey,
because these guys, they love to eat me out of house and home and complain about, I'm hungry. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm hitting them in the stomach. Good idea. Ooh,
hey man,
thank you. That's
and
a
if
good
she
idea.
really did something kind of crazy, and this was like right before spanking, I make her stand on rice.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes with a book.
That's what I made. That's the punishment that goes around here. You just stand up with a book in your hands in the air, and every time you drop it, you just start all over.
Start the clock over.
They can't stand. But that's why my children behave. So
yeah.
You know, I mean, there is a way to gentle parent without abusing your children, people.
Yes, there is. And I'm telling you, that's like the right thing is right
them.
before spanking, like right before I'm about to put my paws on.
Some parents make them make you kneel on rice. Now that for me is a little bit bordering on abuse. Yeah. The standing, I think, is more appropriate. Yeah. But I grew up around West Indian people, and so they definitely do not spare the rod.
Hey man, yeah, they will fuck you up.
Yeah, but like, you know.
But I mean, that's how they learned, though, and that was their parenting. And
exactly.
So, we always can't blame our parents for being horrible if that's how we want to label them. It just comes from their parenting as well. And when you have to step back and really look at, how they were parenting or how they were parented, you start to understand a lot more about them as people. Because yeah. Now some things, I mean, people do out there that are just fucking crazy. They're just fucking shit so nuts. And those people should not be having children.
Agreed.
But there are certain limits to the wrath that you should put on your children based off of your parents as well. Like there has to be a limit. So, at the end of the day, we hope that
I agree. There has to be a limit, and that you have to accept that you can't change anything, and your parents already are done parenting you.
Yeah.
So move on in that regard.
You have to. Otherwise, you fuck up your own life.
Yeah. And that just comes from, what you're teaching your parent. If you're teaching your child, what you're teaching them in gentle parenting is setting boundaries. And you respecting the boundaries that they set. And then you modeling healthy boundaries yourself. Yeah. Even if you had a parent who wasn't, so to speak, the best. You know what I'm saying? But you want to have a relationship with them, and you want your child to have a relationship with their grandparent.
True.
You model setting healthy boundaries with your parent, however you guys are going to interact with each other, and you don't go beyond that. And because the minute you step beyond that boundary, you're about to get back into your old behavior, and it's going to show your child.
It's just an unhealthy pattern.
Exactly.
It's a horrible pattern, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
big facts.
Yeah.
Well,
so we got 2 minutes to cover cannabis and parenting.
Girl, we passed that.
We talked about glamping.
We talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about a lot of stuff. And we technically did talk about cannabis and parenting. I mean, the bottom line when it comes to cannabis and parenting is it allows you to be a more present, more attentive, more self-aware parent. And
that's your term memory kicked in because she said that already.
Exactly. That's why I said I just reiterated it.
Thank you for entertaining me, dear.
Before we go, next week we have a really special episode. We're gonna have Grower Trent come on, and we're gonna do a Q&A with him. So come ready with your questions, And we're going to be also introducing a special segment. Really excited. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you for coming through. This was a real chill episode.
Yes.
You know, because the new year kind of been chill, but I'm so excited to it's been busy, but it's been chill. I mean, I don't know. For me, it's been busy and chill. How can it be at the same time? If you understood, you understood. We love y'all. We thank y'all for your support. Come through next week for episode 3. And let's keep this going. Let's keep the momentum up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you guys. Have a beautiful week.
Have a beautiful week, everybody.
All right.
Peace and love.
Later.